Um, Here we are, day number 3. Had some issues, like personal issues, nothing really with the live stream here. So let me change this caption real quick. I forgot to do this. Let's do this. Um, see, do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah. So drop the link to your channel in the comments. There we go. Let's use that one. That's a little bit better. More effective to what we're talking about today. So, folks, we are live today, and part of what we're talking about is do you, well, why you should have a YouTube channel. So we have people tuning in. What is up, Mr. Pineapples himself? Jaime, what's going on, man? It's been a while. Just tuning in. Hope you're ready to watch. We're talking about YouTube. And yes, we are streaming on YouTube and LinkedIn. So if you want to check out my YouTube channel, since I am talking about it, you can head over to YouTube and enter in at the Gabriel Experience. Hello, Tatiana, another creator. I love it when I have creators here. So part of the reason that I want to talk about this because I've been talking about and looking at and observing what I am doing as a creator. So introspectively looking at what I do, especially here on the LinkedIn platform. And so you go. Let's see. Follow the prompt. Do like Jaime is doing. Drop your link to your YouTube channel, so you people can go over there and subscribe. Why not? It's what we do here. So part of the reason that I wanted to talk about this and why I thought it was kind of cool to bring this up because, like I said, as I'm observing my own um, observing my own content and what I want to do moving forward as a creator, I've been looking and seeing whether or not I should invest more time in some of the other social media platforms. Now, I know I'm here streaming on LinkedIn, uh, but if you've ever been on LinkedIn for a while, like I have, you do have a love hate relationship with being on the platform. It is still mostly about your job, finding a job, connecting, and looking for people in the same fields of uh, areas that you might work, or as a recruiter. It's a really great place to hang out and share. But as far as like creating content and wanting to talk about specific topics or those sort of things, um, I'm really, I'm really just thinking to myself. There you go. Jaime dropped his other YouTube channel. If you want to get head over there, uh, Gabe was on. Yeah, I was on the show, the social undistancing show. Sorry about that. Excuse me. All right. Back to what I was talking about. YouTube. Now, the reason that I brought this up and was really interested, Raphael, what's going on, man? Thank you for tuning in. Um, so, a good friend of mine, Miss Angelique Stidham, and her husband, Donnell, do a live stream, um, which is what, and thank you for tuning in, Tech Troublemaker, Mr. Roy Richardson himself over on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. Um, and I love that LinkedIn, and you should be, and that's the thing. It has its place. Okay, I don't want to knock the platform. I've been here for almost 5 years as far as a live stream creator and creating video content. Where I'm coming from, though, and just like Roy's doing over there, is that we are wanting to have a lot more tools, a lot more um, ways that we can dive into our creative skills. Um, what's up, Mr. Walter Strong, tuning in? Appreciate you, my man. Um, thank you, man. Well, you know what? I got to say, Roy, I got started. I got started because of Dan inviting me to do uh, a test over for Ecamm. So kind of just got the spirit back into me to want to do things. So that's where I was at. Okay, let's move forward. Walter, appreciate you. Now, see, I have all these wonderful people tuning in, and the interaction's great. I love this. This is what I love about live streaming. It's what I loved about coming and doing it on the LinkedIn platform. There was a lot of things to see um, that were eye opening when I first came here and looking at social media. And I had only had a few instances where I was on Facebook and Instagram. So when I came to LinkedIn, it was a little bit different. Mr. Hicks, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in, my man. But that was a hard thing moving from those platforms back then. This was like 5 years ago until seeing how everything has sort of progressed. And LinkedIn had a different feel to it. It had a different vibe. It really skyrocketed for me during the pandemic, and I grew to love the platform. I'm just finding that it's a little bit harder to be bit more creative, and what I mean by that is that this is geared towards more of the business professional. So your business acumen will have to be a little bit more profound when you're becoming a creator. Whereas you go to say, I'm just going to use this as an example to YouTube or TikTok. People have more creatively open ideas and they sort of tailor what they do on those platforms to those creators. Now, there are ups and downs, of course, just with like any other platform that happened on TikTok and YouTube. TikTok, the whole Chinese thing that they were going through, and people were freaking out about that. Um, and with YouTube and having certain restrictions and things that you can't do. But I think ultimately, YouTube has a lot more room for growth as a creator. Um, and I got to find this statistic. I'm going to pull this. Well, I'm not going to pull it up, but I'm going to share it with you what my friend Angelique was talking about a little bit earlier. Now, like I said, her and her husband Donnell have been doing a live stream for a while. And, one of the things that I really liked about what they were doing is they had changed their approach of what they were talking about. And what I mean by that is that instead of just creating content that was based around how they were feeling or what that sort of thing, it became more tailored towards uh, his acumen for financial and business. So and this is just directly from her. This is her comment. So she was responding back to my friend Chris Hennessy, who was here last night, and she was just saying this is how it goes. We were only getting 3 to 10 active views on LinkedIn, 0 on YouTube at first. Listen to that. 0 on YouTube at first. But we average 50 to 100 depending on the day now. We still stream on LinkedIn, but in the past 2 months, we have grown 5K subscribers. Our email list is nice and healthy, and we even have a Facebook group our viewers asked us to create now that has over 400 members. Maybe one day, maybe we will figure out LinkedIn, but until then, uh, until they make the juice worth the squeeze, we will be on YouTube. One of our 3-hour live streams has 90K views. Over here, we are lucky to even hit 100 views on LinkedIn. Bonus, our channel has made $1,000 this month, which is just icing on the cake. Okay, that's where I was going to talk about and why I'm saying, as a creator, when you have specific content, and this is where I'm going to pull up my little presentation here, why you should have a YouTube channel. I just think it's pretty important that if you're going to be a creator and what you want to do, especially when it's a specific topic, a specific area of expertise, like where her husband Donnell was as a financial advisor or working in the financial field. I think it has more sway. Um, so here we go. Let's go to our first. Here we go. Our first thing why you should have a YouTube channel. Start educating your audience. This is what I was talking about. They went specifically talking about the financial sector and how to get out of debt and using their own experiences to do this. So one of the good reasons for business people to add videos, posts, and a YouTube channel to their site, it offers their target audience more valuable content. Ding dong. So when you get a lot of good and required information that is solving their problems from your site, they will stay longer. This reduces the bounce rate and also like to come back and visit your site more often with increasing your ranking. Um, essentially, there we go, such huge differences in viewership and growth between LinkedIn and YouTube. So to share those numbers, I know it was incredible, but it's the truth. She came on and specifically, and I've been a supporter of what they've done. I've seen the growth. Now, I'd love to push creators to LinkedIn because I think there is a potential here. But then again, for what we're creating and what we're sharing here, it only has a specific value if it touches on to where your business side of things are going. And even then, they're talking about financial hardships and how to develop a more healthy financial lifestyle using their own experiences and teaching others, and yet it still draws no traction. And they put on a really good presentation. I'm telling you, folks, I've been a consumer of live streamers for I don't know how long. I guess I'm going on maybe 6, 7 years. I got enamored with watching live streams. Never participated until 5 years ago, but I used to love watching them. So, for me, that was the thing about when I got into live streaming is like I got in just willy nilly, not without any specific topic, without any specific intention behind what I was doing. This is what I'm trying to do differently this time around. So that's why I'm saying I love the LinkedIn platform. I will use it as an ancillary product, not the main source anymore of what I do as a creator. So, that's part of it. Again, that was going to what they were talking about and drive more. Again, here we go. This is the second thing, drive more numbers of traffic. What did she say in the beginning? They were getting 3 to 10 viewers on LinkedIn when they started, 0 on YouTube. 0, right? This is just verbatim or what she's saying. Now they average 50 to 100, depending on what the topic is. Insane, but it's grown. And that's the thing about where I'm saying, even though we're here as creators, and yes, we love our LinkedIn. We do love our LinkedIn. We love our LinkedIn platform. Again, let's reiterate that. We're not here to bash LinkedIn. I'm just saying, as a creator, and when you're going out and doing these things, it's not the best platform to grow as a certain type of creator. And what I mean by a certain type of creator, like me, I'm doing live streams, does not draw the traffic the same way that a text post does. People that write text posts and that sort of thing seem to draw more engagement. It's why I'm simply doing an audio room here, because I have to do something that is native to the platform and to see if that's going to help. So just to pub that as well, I'm going to be talking about I'm doing an audio room later this afternoon at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time if you want to join and talk. So different topic that I'm talking about. We're going to be talking about whether we've become more sensitive as creators or consumers of social media content. So you can just tune in and check it out. And this is some of the things that I've been talking about. Like this seem so shadow banning and algorithm suppression is something that I've heard that people say that my content is no longer being seen by the people, and this has been confirmed by other individuals. Say, you know what, I don't see your content anymore, even though they've rung my bell. They say they follow it. They might go like a post. Algorithm does crazy things. Just pushes you away. So there you go. That's the good thing. So the most important thing of everything, your YouTube videos drive more traffic, and your channel is ranked by watch time of people. On the other hand, actually to pave the way for users to find both on YouTube as well as your site. So if you, again, this correlates with having a website or just generally having a YouTube channel. Um, it helps grow your brand, of course. It's the same thing. And having a video of your service or product someplace helps in getting, your brand out there in other locations for people to start to grow your level of awareness and expertise. We all know this. We're creators, okay? And that's the hard thing about and let's I mean, you can, and that's the thing. I mean, LinkedIn has done a few things. So you can go build a business page. You can go build a business page and stream there, and it will catalog all of your videos. Thing is, you have to do the invites. People have to accept the invites, and only those people that are invited to your business page will see your live streams. It doesn't go out to the general population. So, like, say let's just say your profile here, I got 8,000 something followers. Those people that follow me might catch on and see, right? So, I mean, there are things. Exactly. You haven't been receiving my content, although you did ring my bell. Now, I have been absent for a while, but even as I create content, and I still have done this in the past, um, you know, it's hard. It's hard for people to go find an individual and have them show up in their feed constantly. It's not consistent. And look, it's almost like she thought it up. It's not consistent with the notifications. So it's hard. But that's the whole thing why I'm saying about what I'm talking about here. I've seen the promised land on the other side of what YouTube has to offer. And I'm not saying it's the be all end all of platforms, but as a long form creator and a live streamer, other than Twitch, I don't know where else to go that's going to allow me to grow that sort of way that I eventually can hope to monetize. And that's right. I forgot. Look, I've been out of practice so much, Roy. I forgot to say that. So if you're checking us out on YouTube, do me a favor. Please hit over to the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. Ring the bell to let you know whenever we go live, whenever we schedule new lives, or whenever we have new video content on the channel. So Wendy drops in with saying my newsletter, my 10K newsletter got 26 opens last week. I'm not even sure how that is possible. 26. And your open rate is got to be, I mean, if you got 10K people, newsletter subscribes, and you only have 26 opens last week, open rate can't be too well off. Gosh. That's hard, man. Um, I'm just saying I feel like I get all your alerts on LinkedIn, but also sub your YouTube and one or two of your live videos over there. I mean, and that's the thing. It's that's the crazy part about all of this, guys, is that you know you may or may not get the notifications, and the hard part about all of this is the fact that as a creator, you want to get your message, you want to get your content out to people to see it because you want to help somebody. Apart from just growing what you want to do as well, right? It's a two-sided coin. You want to help somebody with the information, with the experience, with the things that you're sharing, and you want to get it to as many eyes as possible. But it's hard whenever you have a platform that doesn't really tailor to that sort of algorithm. It's more based in a different way. So I don't know. It's um, and here you go. The normal open rate is 3 to 4K, and you only have 26 out of a 10K, 10,000 subscriber newsletter. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm telling you, algorithm suppression and shadow banning on LinkedIn is real. All right, so let's move forward. Let's go to the next one where I wanted to talk about before I run out of time here. Let's go. And guys, real quick, I'm not sponsored by them, but I am using their streaming software. So if you want to go check out Restream, please do. I love their new 2.0 studio. A lot of cool things that they've added here in building and creating scenes. So they're making it a little bit more open about what they can do as a creator using this software. Now, the only reason I'm using Restream in the course is because I'm on LinkedIn and I want to stream to LinkedIn because you have to use a third party software. So there you go. Check out Restream. Give a shout out to Miss Anna Rosina and the team over there at Restream. All right. Now let's continue to go forward. Increase familiarity. What am I doing? Familiarity level. Say that 5 times real fast. Again, so people get used to you. So much in the case of like Angelique Stidham, which she is on here on LinkedIn. If you want to go follow her, great creator, or you can head over to their YouTube channel, which I will share here in the comments. Just a second. Test. Restream versus StreamYard. That's another thing. I use StreamYard on LinkedIn. Well, we can talk about that at another point. So today we're going to be talking about YouTube. But let me go ahead and real quickly, I'm going to pull up. Here we go. Sorry, folks. Didn't have this set up, but their YouTube channel. There it is. Okay, so if you go to their YouTube channel, it is Donnell Stidham or Self-Directed Strategies at Self-Directed Strategies on YouTube. They now have 5.7 thousand subscribers, over 301 videos. That is at Self-Directed Donnell on YouTube if you want to go see what they're doing, and really great content that they're talking about. So, but and thank you for the suggestion. We will cover Restream versus StreamYard at another point here. But again, you increase your familiarity as a creator, right? People get used. So, in the terms of what they are known as a financial husband and wife team that talks about how you can improve, um, your financial wellness. And it's really great what they share. That is their content. That's what they love to talk about. That's why it makes sense. People get familiar with that. If I go onto YouTube, I'm going to be talking about mostly about live streaming and how to create. Now, there's other creators that probably go over there, but it's the same message here on LinkedIn. There's how many recruiters that talk about the recruitment process and hiring managers on LinkedIn. It's just what really works for you, what touches you, what kind of gets to you at that point of who you are as an individual. So it's okay to have multiple people talking about the same subject because there's other people talking about financial wellness and lifestyle on YouTube. They found what works for them, which is what what I'm talking about here today. And so as a user, we all have noticed an organization or an individual having a YouTube channel with daily uploads of informative information and encourages the level of familiarity of the person, and it helps to build the magic word that we all want: community. That is right. It's what we built here. It's what I came here and started building on LinkedIn. And it just tells you can build community just about anywhere. So if you start a new YouTube channel and upload more number of valuable videos that educate about your services or product to your target audience, that's the key. This will definitely help you build a much more personal connection with people and let them get to know you and see how you react to certain situations. So there you go. It's pretty open, and again, there's some keywords in there with community that you can build again here on a YouTube channel that you can build on again on say LinkedIn here. And the thing is, when you talk about building a target audience, and here's the thing: I haven't created any shorts for my YouTube yet. Can you share your thoughts on shorts in general? Yes, YouTube has made it pretty easy to create shorts. It's one of the platforms that I love because they've integrated both short form and long form content. I mean, you can do it on Facebook, but you have to create reels and through more level through Instagram. I mean, you can do them and upload them through um, Facebook, but I like the fact that you get so many different tools and analytics. You have you can edit your own videos inside of YouTube. Uh, they give you free music that you can use, so you don't get any kind of uh, excuse me, strikes. That's the word I was looking for. Plus, I mean, they love promoting their own stuff and their own creators on the platform. So when you start creating, I mean, I created a YouTube short, and I've only done like two or three of them. But my first one that I ever done and created went crazy. They pushed it out into the algorithm, and it got a lot of views. Now, had I been more consistent with it, I probably could have wrote that and grown it into a little bit more of an audience. But that's the whole thing. Copyright violations. There you go. Copyright strike. That's the word. Um, so Walter has a question, and we're going to go ahead and bring it in and answer this for you. Do you believe the connections that a creator has on LinkedIn plays a big part on how they could be successful in creating content and doing live streams? For example, a person's connections on LinkedIn and a person may have people that are recruiters. And yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, that's why I say it's still tailored a lot to more of the again for recruiters and fellow employees. Yes, okay, there you go. That it didn't pull up the whole. I'm sorry, Walter didn't pull up the whole thing. Um, but I'm going to tell you this. Even such as a creator, like I have a really good friend named Luke Matthews on LinkedIn here. His following and his content is insane. Uh, he gets here, and I'm gonna just pull this up real quick and look at it. I wish I would have done this earlier and prepared a little bit more, but I didn't. So sorry, folks. We're just gonna do like as we go along here. Where did he go? He posted here just a while ago. Okay, so my buddy Mr. Matthews, and I'm just looking at his profile right now. Okay, he's got 96,291 followers on LinkedIn. He had a post that he posted 11 hours ago. Already 1,077 comments, 8 reposts on it. God knows how many reactions. So, depending on and what he does is he's a ghostwriter and he's created an agency for it for LinkedIn, specifically tailored to the platform. And like I said, it is successful if you're like a recruiter or something along the lines of what he's doing in ghostwriting for LinkedIn and creating content for other people, written content for other people. But it's mainly stricted towards businesses. So, and I'll get to your question in just a second, Wendy. Um, so here we go. And just saying, a guy I know who was doing one type of YouTube went and decided to do a second YouTube channel and created shorts for that, and he grew into it. Exactly. Just saying, Roy, welcome to the party because that's the same thing I'm telling people. It's for a specific. Let me rephrase that. LinkedIn is for a specific type of creator. Okay, a specific type of creator. What we do here, guys, live streaming. I love live streaming. You know this. If you've watched me, you've ever been a part of what I do, you've been watching me for the last 4 years. I love live streaming. It doesn't garner the attention, nor does LinkedIn give it the attention that I think it deserves, but that's okay. It's their platform. I come here I come here of my own fruition to create. I'm just saying, if you're coming here and you want the results, if you're saying I'm going to live stream here, you're not. I'm sorry, you're not going to get it. So I think to your question, Walter, yes, your connections play a lot into what you do as a LinkedIn creator. But I'm just saying, to draw things out of it, I mean, I know another creator that you're familiar with too, Miss Cher Jones, and she comes here and she live streams and stuff. It took her going off platform to like places like Clubhouse and other places to kind of build a more structured following for her to get a lot more of the speaking engagements and things that she's doing now. That came, and she's got a LinkedIn course. So, I mean, come on. What does that tell you? It's just kind of crazy along the lines of where I feel like as a creator, LinkedIn has kind of hampered us. And even written content creators, Mr. Matthews, my friend, has had his fair share of bouts with LinkedIn. It's not the easiest thing. So there you go. I'm going to get to Wendy's question real quick though before she has to get out of here or anything. Can you explain copyright on YouTube? I use free music in the script and it's always listed as copyright. Is that bad? Should I not use that music? So here's the thing. So the script might have free music and it might say royalty free, but it might not say copyright free. There's a difference. So somebody's actually written that music, produced it, and it's listed and recorded, and YouTube has its own audio audio processing so that it can recognize that music, and it's going to just say that this music is belongs to XYZ person. So you might get a copyright. Uh, so you can get a warning. I've got tons of them. If you've ever watched my show, you guys know I use unlicensed music at nauseum. I've been a bad boy for a very long time. I am sorry. I have to rethink my game when I do things now. But I'm just saying, I've used it before. I've never been taken off the YouTube platform. Okay. You can get a notification. The only thing about it, Wendy, is you won't be able to monetize. So you can go back and change it. And if I were you, I would find it royalty free, copyright free music. If you're going to use it, and find a service that offers those, and you should be okay. I don't know what service that the scripts use that allows you to put free music into it, but um, again, if I were you, I would just see what exactly type of music it is, because there's like certain um, websites that you can go buy a license to, and use their music copyright free, and you own the right to it and they know it. And even if you get listed as saying it's a copyright strike or something, you can always say, and I have use for it, I have a license for it, or something along those lines. So yeah, YouTube does um, there again, there's a fine line of every single platform where, like, on using licensed music inside of YouTube won't allow you to monetize your content. So if you create a video and it draws 2 million viewers and it gets thousands of hours of watch time, but you've used a Beatles song, guess what? You're not going to make any money on it. Yeah, you'll get notoriety maybe for people following you. You can do it afterwards, but like to monetize that single, unless you own the rights to it or something, not going to happen. And it's funny because it's different with using like movies. So movies, they will do a 50-50. So what that means is, like, say you use a movie snippet inside of the content you're creating on YouTube, and then it starts to grow and you start getting viewers, and it starts putting you in a place to where you can monetize, then it'll split it with the movie company or whoever owns the rights to that video content. So there you go. You can split it 50-50, I think, if you're using movies or shows or something along those lines. Just for some reason, the music industry does not allow you to monetize it doing on YouTube. So there you go. There you go. Weirdly, here goes John saying, I didn't get a notification from this on LinkedIn or YouTube. Wow. That's shocking. But there you go. Um, Let me find out real quick. Come here, my kitty friend. I'm trying to look at my screen, and you're right in the middle of it. YouTube can falsely strike you, but you can fight them. Since I have used Canva, I fight them. I get kicked off Facebook often for that. Yeah. So, and then here we go. My YouTube episode this week talked about the sources of copyright free music. There you go. And head over to subscribe to Tech Troublemakers YouTube channel, Wendy, and you can learn more about um, copyright free music and how to use it. So here we go. Next one. You should talk to someone from the script about whitelisting your YouTube channel. Elgato does this for their music sound effects with the Stream Deck. There you go. See, that way it doesn't show up in their audio recognition software and saying, "Oh, you're using XYZ's song." Um, but there's other digital right free music. Yes, you can. So, Roy, if you is it me or do I keep hearing a bell? No, you keep hearing a bell because that's my cat. So my cat is hanging around here, and you can hear her bell ringing around here. That's her scratching while she's doing that. Um, but if you head over to Roy, if you want to drop any of these sites that you use for copyright free music for any of the creators here that might want to go check it out, please do. I would appreciate it. Okay, just found this. There you go. I just found a form for this. Awesome. See, creators, that's what we're here for. We solve problems. That's what we love to do here. The best way to respect copyright music, respect copyright, is just to share stuff you've created yourself. Absolutely. You don't want no, but that means a bad reputation. It does. Um, Sorry about that. Again, my cat, I'm telling you, she gets in the way, and like if I don't hold her, pet her, or something, I'm trying to do this with. I'm trying to do this with a cat for the first time, and it's again I'm going to do recorded content as well, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to like keep her, or just I don't know, maybe I'll just integrate her into the damn thing. It's what I've always done. I don't try to hide anything. um okay. There you go. Your cat has the bell. I keep hearing it when it was moving. I thought someone would make a prank on me. No. So there you go. And something that I wanted to talk about here, real quick. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Mm. So, Anthony, who tunes in, Mr. Anthony Ant Reed, shared a post yesterday on LinkedIn. Same post that he posted on across other social media platforms for 24 hours. These are the results. Okay. And we talked about this yesterday. If you want to go check out yesterday's episode, you can and see what he was talking about. If you want to go follow Anthony Reed on LinkedIn, you're more than welcome to. But this is what he said. Off the same piece of content that he shared across multiple platforms, LinkedIn had 222 impressions, 43 views. TikTok had 743 views. Instagram 42, Facebook 419, Twitter 22, and Threads 1. Wow. And of the thing that he made mention of, it's crazy how two of them did so well. And on the platforms that he has followers, they're not even close to the amount he has on LinkedIn. He has more LinkedIn followers. How does that sound? So here we go. Yes, thank you, community, hashtag community. Welcome. Thank you for cheering that. There you go. So Creator Mix, Senpai Music, offer both free music you can use if you like. So, and I do need a GoPro. Maybe I'll put it on a cat stream and just do its own live stream for the cat. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I don't think it's okay if you hide him or her. It's a her, but she doesn't like to be hidden. She's actually trying to, scratch my screen right now. As a matter of fact, I wish I could show you, but she's looking at the screen and she sees an arrow, my little prompt arrow, and she thinks it's a toy and she keeps moving. So maybe that's what I need to move it to the other direction so she can go over there. All right, let me see what Walter was saying here real quick. I need to do some research on this. However, would you know what YouTube's policy on using sports highlights as part of your live streams as a sports channel? So that would be interesting. I don't know because then you have things like if you're using any NFLPA video rights, anything along those lines. I don't know what the agreement would be with them if you could monetize your channel using sports clips, but definitely I'll check it out and see if there's something I can look into. That would be great. Thank you for sharing that, Walter. I'm going to star that so I go back and check it out. And let's finish our last slide here so I can at least get this over because I do have an audio event that I'm doing here as soon as I get off this live stream. So if you want to go join me, I will be doing a LinkedIn audio event at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about it's a different subject than what I'm talking about here. I love to tailor to my creators, but I do have my own creative side, and I'm going to be talking about are we becoming too sensitive as creators or consumers of social media content. So here we go. Last but not least, it's another source of revenue. So as creators, our goal, and not everybody's goal, but our goal is sometimes to create and generate revenue. Again, I'm going to go back to Angelique's post. Last month, they made $1,000 off of the content that they created. Who couldn't use an extra $1,000 off of something that you're already creating and sharing out into the world? I mean, to me, that's it's icing on the cake, like she said. Um, but this is the most important reason to start your YouTube channel in 2023, which acts as another source of revenue to your vlog. So if you're vlogging or what you're creating content, whether through YouTube ads or through a video course or your website that helps in creating content or a product that gives you another income source, which is always good to have. I'm just saying, NFLV is a huge hoarder. They do not like using their content. Okay. NFL, yeah, you can't. I don't know. Major League Baseball was like that for a while, so it's kind of crazy. I don't know, but that would be interesting to look in. Sorry about that. But hopefully, it's something to think about, Walter. I mean, honestly, look at it and see. Because I've always thought about doing a sports talk show on there as well on YouTube. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, so go ahead and just throw your hate on me now. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was born and raised. I know it's been a long time since we've been in the Super Bowl. I know all the jokes. Just go ahead and throw them at me. But I love sports. It's always been a part of who I am, and never thought about doing it as sort of a source of talking or that sort of thing until I got into the creative content game and started doing this for myself. So maybe at some point I will look at doing sports talk and because there's just so many things to talk about. It's such an interesting subject, and there's just a lot of things that you can pick and choose. My show is called NBA Sports Talk with Walter Strong. Okay, there you go. See, talking the NBA. Would love it. Um, that's right. How about? Gosh, I am a Cowboys fan. I'm sorry, folks. I have worn my cowboy hats during my Dallas Cowboy hats during the live streams before. So if you've noticed, I am one of them. So all right, but again, covering what we were just talking about here today, guys. If you're interested in wanting to create content, I love my LinkedIn platform. I'm not abandoning my LinkedIn platform. I'm just saying I'm shifting my strategies and my efforts to where I want to create. And I think the avenue to where to go would be to talk about like these sort of things on YouTube, um, and just spend my time and concentrate over there because then at some point I can monetize and I just have to be a good boy and follow the rules. I haven't always been. I came here for LinkedIn for a lot of reasons, and one of the things that I discovered is that you could use license-free music and be a bad boy and not have to. I mean, they still don't have nothing to kind of protect it. All the other platforms do. TikTok just went ahead and integrated it all together and said, we're going to allow you to use music. That was what they wanted to do for their creators. But they never but talked about it. Oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you for being a Cowboys fan, man. Welcome, Cowboys Nation. All right. This has been fun. I will be back tomorrow with another live stream. What is tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, we will end the streak today. We've done wow, I've ended up doing 4 live streams. Well, tomorrow I will end up doing 4 live streams, 4 in a row. Um, so tomorrow we will be talking about, and you know what? I might just go ahead and go with the StreamYard versus Restream thing, because as a creator, that's what we want to do. And I think if I'm going to create live stream content, I'm going to talk to things that'll help other creators. I love, um, I love being a creator, and I love helping other creators, and I love learning from other creators as well. So I think we all help each other out. Again, in the keyword that Wendy was talking about earlier was community. Hopefully, it helped alleviate one of her problems in getting any kind of copyright strikes or anything along those lines. So, all right, we're going to get going, guys, because if you're on LinkedIn, or if you're not, head over to LinkedIn now. You can. I will be launching my audio event here in just a few minutes. It is at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in if you would like. If not, it's a-okay. Catch me tomorrow. I will probably be doing it around the same time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will be back tomorrow. So there we go. And Tatiana agreed. I love learning from each other. It's how I've learned how to become a live stream creator in the first place, was by watching others and having them help me get to a point where I can help everybody else. So we will talk about this, and maybe John, if you're more inclined, you might be able to uh, hop on. I don't know. I'll send an invite if you're interested, and we can kind of cover Restream versus StreamYard and why I kind of have my thoughts on both, because I do have thoughts and I have been looking at both of them. So, all right, folks, thank you again so much. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Miss Yolanda Chin, Mr. John Lacey, Mr. Roy Richardson, Tech Troublemaker over on YouTube, Mr. Walter Strong. Please go check him out as well. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Miss Wendy Velaz, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the great questions. And make sure I have everybody else. Mr. Jaime P, Mr. J Pineapples, again, he's dropped his. You can drop your comment. Excuse me. If you have a YouTube channel, please drop the link to your YouTube channel in the comments so people can go check it out. It will be a hyperlink. So if they want to head over there, go subscribe to your channel. This is what we do. This is what we're all about, creators. So until tomorrow evening, guys, this is me signing off. You have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will talk to you again very, very soon. Goodbye, everybody.